Hello, beautiful souls. I am Awakened Soul. Thank you for joining me. I'm going to go really brief on setting up my next trade on Bitcoin as a day trader. Always coming in. Remember, no emotions, no expectations. With a blank canvas, make sure your mindset is clear, that you feel good more than anything. It's important to understand that sometimes we have bad days, sometimes we have good days. So just balance in life is key when you come into the charts. Grateful for the abundance. Okay, we're going to start on my monthly. So it is an educational YouTube channel, and I want you to learn the skill for yourself. So take notes. So just off the bat, I want to come in, I want to take a trade. I'm going to start off on my monthly, setting my range. My range is key because I'm a day trader, and that provides my support and resistance within my trading range, and that's what I'm looking for right now. So it's going to be candle open and close, and it's always going to be the previous candle. I never do my ranges based on an open candle. So this is my monthly range. So what is the story telling us here? The story is telling us that price action is above monthly, as we can see. Simple story. But it's important because we know this is support. Okay? So this is another support. And this is resistance. And that's what I'm looking for support and resistance where price action tells me it's gonna help me in the long term. I also use my 1226 EMAs. Right, on the monthly, it's important to understand that we are in a bearish trend on our 12 and 26 EMAs. On our weekly, and I do this every time. You know, it's important to not rush into the charts. Sit back, relax. I always tell my Discord, and just do your steps, have a strategy, follow your rules. Okay, it's a repetition game. You come in and you do it over and over again, and you'll succeed. So here on my weekly chart, I'm using the Forex Master pattern. This is a contraction phase here. So within this contraction phase, I'm trying to find the pattern. What is it telling me? What do I see on my weekly? So on my weekly, just based on my one touch, two touch strategy. So this is going to be trend down, one touch, two touch, and down, right? So that's why I decided to go up here. Then we see the 1226 EMAs. That's why the trend lines are here, not here. But anyhow, so we see price action coming down under 1226 EMAs. That's bearish trend. Price action above 1226 EMAs. That's a bullish trend. Our weekly contraction phase has been showing us a rising wedge, like a bear flag. I've been saying it's a bear flag. So, right. So understanding the rules of my strategy is understanding that when a price action breaks a trend line, expect a possibility of a retest, and that's what I was explaining to my Discord earlier today, that when you see a critical trend line break like we saw here from our weekly, we could see a possible retest, and it would make sense, right? We also, and this is just market structure, right? I mean, just look at it. It makes sense to come here and come back down, right? No indicators, just looking at market structure. But then it's our hard-earned money, so let's use all the confluence we have. Now we have the fair gap values, right? The imbalances. So we have some imbalances here around, looks like 30s, 32s. And that's what I'm using right now. Oops. So this is a vector candle. And we use the PVA candles in our Discord. Right, this is where all your technical analysis comes into play. So we understand that this is a possibility of a 50% recovery, right, from this wick to this wick here. So we could come down to a 50% recovery. Look at that. That's a confluence that would give us, right, approximately 34. It makes a lot of sense to me, right? Just visualizing it. And it's important to understand where you are in the higher time frames, because you understand the trend, right? You understand the rhythm of the charts. You understand it's a flow. You flow up, then you flow here, then back down. And that's how I visualize my charts. But give me 1 second. I am submitting this to my Discord as I'm recording. Anytime I'm in the charts, they get everything I do. You're more than welcome to join. It's free and we learn. It's awesome. So 34K, guys. 34K definitely looks like possibility. And now we have those confluence that this could play out. Again, right, let's focus though. Back to our weekly time frame. Not only do we want to see, write it down, not only do you see what pattern your time frame is doing, but you also want to set your trend lines and your ranges on every time frame. Okay, we started on the monthly, we're weekly. Let's not get lost. We saw the possible pattern, wonderful, but we also have to submit our range. So this is going to be our support, right? They're both support because price action is way above it. So right here, okay, I'm just looking. Other trend lines that look appetizing or interesting to me? No. I just, looking at the charts, seeing what they're telling me, and going from there. Just going from there. Okay, we're gonna go to our day time frame here. On our day time frame, what are we seeing? Right? We've had this possible head and shoulders. One of my Discord members made me see this, right? Right, everything's just making confluence to those higher targets. See how, come in peacefully, you're just looking around, what are the possibilities, understanding again this is one contraction phase, and that's why I'm focusing on this area. So again, understanding the possibilities. Okay, so also if you Google the megaphone, you understand that there's like 5 impulses on the megaphone. So we have 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is going to be a 5th wave. And now after the 5th wave, sure, we could hold here and go up, or we could completely come back down. Right, it's a forex pattern, and we just have to acknowledge what it is. Trust me, I'm the biggest teddy bear around, so I'm kind of like, oh, whatever, irritated about it, but the stock market is completely falling, and it's gonna be the ultimate fake out, I believe. And yeah, it's gonna be the retest of my rising wedge to the downside, and I do still see 12K coming, and I am gonna say it over and over again that 12K is so possible. So understand that, guys. Understand the possibilities that 12K is still within our market structure. That this is going to be our ultimate short, preparing us for this depression that I see coming. I think the worst is still upon us. But anyhow, let's just do what the charts are telling us. So those are my views, right? And this is the process. I come in, I see my views, okay, and back to the day, right? What do we do on the day? We set our range. Don't forget our steps. It's important to remind yourself, okay, I have steps here. So don't worry about what the charts are doing. We don't chase anyone. We're smarter than that. So we're gonna, right now, I'm coming in. And there's another thing that I made a comment today about the stock market being open Monday through Friday in the morning hours. It feels like they do it on purpose so you could trade at those certain hours. It's like a job, right? So it's important to, and that's what also one thing I teach, is important to find that balance within life. Understand that what's meant to be will be, and the most important thing is your knowledge, gaining that knowledge now and understanding the possibilities. So I'm gonna go here. So my target is 30.0668. Oh wow, she's moving. So this was, okay, so you saw how I did this trend line, one touch, two touches, and I dragged this cross area because this is the lowest point. And again, please follow me on my Twitter, on my Discord, YouTube, Twitter. I have the most. I do everything. But I do have a course that I do teach, and again, I do have a free Discord where I live, and it's all here pinned to my Twitter. I am awakensoul underscore 369. Where were we? We're here. Okay, trend line, and this is moving up. Beautiful. And you can see the motion, right? It's the motion, it's going. Let her do her thing. Let her retest. And this is where you wanna fish for that short, right? This is the big short. This is where I'm looking into submitting additional short orders. And it's beautiful. It's gonna be beautiful for the ones that waited, that are patient, and that know that what's coming. So this is what I see. Oh yeah, we're setting up for a trade right now. Okay, so then I go to my 4 hours. I see what's going on. I mean, the what sucks here is that it's already in a trend phase. Okay, on my 4 hours, usually on the 4 hours you come in, you find a nice contraction phase. This is a nice sideways contraction phase. This is a nice sideways contraction phase. But the trend is up. You know, the train left the station already. A contraction phase. So when we're in a trend phase, we want to wait for the targets to hit. So our next target to hit is here at 3668, and unfortunately you're just gonna have to wait for price action to get here. And will it get here? Yes, it's gonna get here. It's gonna get here. It's gonna consolidate and continue up or continue down, right? And that's the beauty of knowing technical analysis. Or it could rip completely here, a little contraction phase, and then just rip down. So those are your possibilities. That's what I'm seeing. May the force be with you. Please ask me anything, leave any comments. I could chart any coin. I'm here to help. This is what I do. This is what I enjoy. And but yeah, catch you next time, and remember to do everything with love.